Live from Gahanna, WGLH-TV presents Lincoln Live with Ava Fabrizio and Naomi Davis.
You met her yesterday on Lincoln Live. Today, we'll tell her story.
Opportunity to take a trip of a lifetime.
And spending a quiet, relaxing day at the pool with some special guests.
You're watching Lincoln Live.
Good morning, Lincoln. I'm Naomi Davis.
And I'm Ava Fabrizio. We usually like to have a little fun on Lincoln Live, but today we start with two serious stories.
First, this morning, millions of people across the country are mourning the loss of 31-year-old conservative media star Charlie Kirk, who was shot and killed while speaking at a college campus in Utah. He impacted many people, especially young conservatives.
Kirk was the co-founder and CEO of Turning Point USA, a right-wing political organization that has chapters on over 800 college campuses.
He had just under 9 million followers on Instagram and 6 million on Twitter, so the news of Kirk's death was all over the internet last night, including on the social media accounts of many Lincoln students. So we decided to ask a few how they felt about Charlie Kirk.
So the event that happened yesterday was definitely the talk of the town, and it was really unfortunate because even though my morals and values don't really align with the person who went through this unfortunate incident, I believe that mixing politics and humanity together never turn out the way we want.
I just know a lot of people have been impacted by him. I know a lot of people have been seeing it on social media. And I just believe no matter what, no one should be killed over what they believe in.
I used to see a lot of his videos on TikTok and on YouTube and on Instagram, and I really respected how he was able to go to college campuses and he was able to start a discourse and have a polite, respectful discussion with people across all different types of beliefs along the political spectrum. And he also had the 2 young daughters and he had a wife, and it's just really a shame that something happened to someone like this just because of their opinions.
Thanks for talking to us.
Today is September 11th, and the mere mention of that date brings us instant images to all of us.
None of us were alive on September 11, 2001, but many of our teachers vividly remember that tragic day.
Now, 24 years later, it's easy to go about our days without taking time to remember the nearly 3,000 lives lost on 9/11.
For those who were alive on 9/11, they'll never forget that tragic day.
When 9/11 happened, I was teaching 8th grade at Hershey Middle School in Hershey, PA, and we had double unique circumstances. Of course, the tragedy unfolding while we were all at school, and then for Hershey, we are within a 3-mile proximity of 3 Mile Island, which is a nuclear power plant. So we were dealing with managing the tragedy and also preparing for an evacuation at the same time.
We thought that it was an accident and everybody was concerned, but it was making the news. So we were watching it, and that's when the second tower was hit. And I remember realizing this was a change, something was going to be different. Growing up in Gahanna, when you're really close to the airport, all the planes were grounded and became very quiet because of that. So I remember how silent that day was.
Being in a building like this, it's so important for kids to understand that the adults in this building are always making their safety and protection number one.
With a school as large as Gahanna comes a lot of administrative changes.
We have a great staff here at Lincoln, headed by Mrs. Williams and a great group of assistant principals who keep everything running smoothly.
The newest addition to the administrative team is Miss Straight, who's already making a positive impact on the students and staff.
R.J. LaDaniels has the story.
Ms. Straight joined the administrative team this fall with 22 years of experience, including being a math teacher, principal, and working at the Ohio Department of Youth Services.
This is my 7th year in Gahanna. For 6 years, I was a teacher, math teacher, to be specific. In the past couple years, I've been in the fall program, and now I am so lucky and excited to be an assistant principal.
Ms. Straight had always been a natural leader, guiding students not just through lessons, but through life. Yet as much as she loved teaching, she knew her impact could reach further beyond the classroom walls.
After my first few years, I got to serve on multiple committees, and I got to be in some leadership positions, teacher leadership positions, and it was fun for me. And I liked having the ability to not only collaborate with the students in my classroom, but take those things outside the 4 walls of the classroom and hopefully have a larger impact on the entire school community.
From day one, the staff knew Ms. Straight was a good fit. With experience in several different roles before stepping into administration, she brought both confidence and care to the position, making an immediate impact.
She brings a wealth of knowledge, not only for the classroom setting, but she loves data. And we love data too, but she brings a fresh perspective at how to pull it, use it, and analyze it. So we're excited about that. And her ability to build relationships with all students is one of the things that's key in education, period.
So we're really excited to have Ms. Straight here on the administrative team this year. She's been a teacher here for last 7 years as a math teacher. She's got a lot of experience in the classroom, and she actually was an administrator in her old school as well. So she's bringing all that experience and great work with students thus here at GLHS at a whole new role.
Most people are scared to sit across the desk from their administrator, but with Miss Straight, you see a friendly face.
I want to build the relationship where everybody feels supported by me. I want to be visible. I want to be available, not to the staff and the students. I want them to know that I'm here to support them, and that relationship is going to be key for success.
Senior, okay. I know, last year.
Good for you.
This school year, Ms. Straight wants to strengthen communication across the school and ensure every student feels valued, seen, and supported. This is Jayla Daniels for Lincoln Live.
This week, Student Council put on their annual Wellness Week. This consisted of many posters, flyers, and prizes. On Tuesday, they had coloring pages to help relax students' minds. On Wednesday, they had Post-it notes where you could write positive messages to each other. Today, they are back outside of the cafeteria to make sure you stop by if you want to do some trivia to win a Pop-It.
And now we have Allie here to give us the details on upcoming cultural opportunities at Lincoln.
Good morning, Allie.
Good morning, guys. Pan Asian Club recently kicked off the year with their first meeting. This club focuses on connecting the Asian student body at GLHS through crafts, discussions, food, and hosting events. They meet every second and fourth Monday of the month in classroom H166. Here's Akil Rao with more information.
It was our first meeting for Pan Asian Club. It was just an introduction meeting, just going over what we're going to be doing for the year. So we made some candy and an introduction slideshow. And we also did a craft making some bookmarks, so that was fun. We meet every second and fourth Monday of the month, right after school, in Ms. Vial's room.
Students will soon have the chance to take an unforgettable trip to China, where they will be able to explore history, culture, and world-famous landmarks. If you're interested in going, there will be an informational meeting with all the details. Here's Mrs. Mowry with more about the trip.
If you're interested in travel to China in the summer of 2026, come join us for an information meeting tonight at 6:30. It's a virtual meeting on Zoom. You can scan the QR code to join.
That's all I have today. Back to Ava and Naomi back at the news desk.
Thanks, Allie.
The Gahanna Pool is now closed for the season, and this past weekend they closed as we head into the cooler months.
But the last day wasn't a typical day of swimming. Rather, it was quite the opposite.
The annual Doggy Dip is a widely loved tradition where dogs big and small are diving in and cooling off.
This day of fun in the sun takes a lot of effort to make it the best it can be, but the event is too good to miss.
Our Emmy Huth has the story.
As the summer comes to a close, our Gahanna pools are making a big splash before they shut down for the season. For one day only, local dogs are invited to cool off and enjoy a day of swimming before the water is drained.
We're just out here trying to give an opportunity for dogs to come swim in a controlled space. Just really fun event at the end of the summer. So just trying to get people out here to enjoy the pool one last time before we close for the summer.
Well, there is so much thanks to give to those who organized this final splash of summer. This event wouldn't be possible without the invisible heroes who have watched over the water all summer and are now adjusting to the unfamiliar four-legged patrons.
Something that's different is that obviously instead of people in the water, there's dogs, and we have to walk around and examine the dogs and help them in and out of the pool instead of people.
But helping the dogs in and out of the water isn't the only change that has been made to make this event run smoothly. To make it as safe for our pets as possible, adjustments have been made to the pool chemicals.
We remove all the chemicals from the water, so that makes it safe for dogs. Typically, the chlorine and the chemicals that provide disinfection for people is not safe for dogs to ingest, so we remove all of that so it's safe for the dogs to be in there.
Safety is the #1 priority to make sure our four-legged friends have the best time today. Thanks to the staff's hard work and commitment to making sure this event runs smoothly, the reaction from the community is undeniably positive.
The community really seems to like it. We've had a lot of returners, which is nice. It's always fun seeing dogs that we saw last year coming back again and again, also seeing some new dogs.
It's just a nice way to get community members together, to see people that maybe we haven't seen in a while, and just to let the dogs play together.
It's easy to see that the Doggy Dip brings poolgoers and dogs, big and small, together in a unique way. And the staff loves putting on this event just as much as the community loves going.
Working on the last day of summer, it was definitely a great experience. I'm going to have a lot of memories from this summer, and I think we had a great run.
As the summer comes to a close, this final splash leaves the patrons and staff with joy in their hearts and the dogs tired out. But if you and your pup missed this year, don't worry. The Doggy Dip will be back next summer. Until next time, this is Emmy Huth for Lincoln Live.
That's all we have for today, Lincoln.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.